Okay. What it do, ski? It's your boy Farewell34, and today I'm here with My Hero Academia Season 3 Opening 2. It's technically it's a third season opening 2. Also the Season 2 technically, just My Hero Academia opening 5. How's it going, everyone? I hope you're doing good. So, we are back from the 2-week break from My Hero Academia. And it felt long. It really did feel like a long duration. And I'm glad that My Hero's back. And we're going back at it for the second half of Season 3. Let's just talk. Before we get into, the trailer, the brand new trailer, and we get into the episode, I just want to talk about this season because it's been just a mind-blowing one thus far, for me at least. I really feel like My Hero Academia has really hit its stride, and the ball is rolling for the show to really do some damage, if you know what I'm saying. So last off in the show, we had the big fight between All For One and All Might. They duked it out for the last time, and at the end of the day, All Might lost his last embers of One For All. That being said, we now have Deku, who is the sole bearer of One For All, who's gonna have to now carry on, this burden that All Might is gone. He's the only person left, so now he's gonna have to bulk up. He's gonna have to get these now, so it's gonna be pretty interesting to see how all of this is gonna go. I'm also really interested to see more of the development from the students, and we've got a lot of character development from Kirishima, which is great to see. Bakugo also showing a lot of signs, especially the last couple of episodes with him, questioning why All Might chose Deku over him. So I'm glad to see there's that sort of boiling up in tension between the two again, but it's from a different perspective now. Deku really started to increase his strength this last arc or two, especially in that one fight with Muscular. So things are really getting tense and interesting. Even if you step back into the larger sense with the villains, they lost All For One. Shigaraki had such great interactions and development with All For One and some of the other villains this season, which I'm really glad to see. We learned that Shimura is now related to Shigaraki, which just makes his character that much more dynamic. I think they said now that the next arc is the students have to work for the provincial license, so we're not gonna have to deal with them worrying about, oh, can I use my quirk here? Can I use my quirk there? They'll be able to use their quirk wherever they want. So there's just a lot of new exciting things that I'm looking forward to seeing My Hero Academia, and I'm looking forward to watching along with all of you. So with that being said, let's just dive right into this episode. And before we do that, let's just dive right into this brand new opening trailer because I am so hyped. I want to say that the last opening that we had with Uber Force or whatever it was, Uber Lord, was my favorite opening. I used to love original favorites. It went like 3-1-2, but now it's like 4-3-1-2. So that was my favorite opening, just the epicness between the two fights between the beat drop with Deku punching Muscular to All Might dropping down with the beat drop as well with All For One. Oh my gosh. So I'm really excited to see what this new trailer is going to foreshadow for the future arcs. So I'm very excited to get into this one, y'all. But anyway, though, with that being said, y'all, let's just dive right into this episode. As always, if you enjoyed it, then be sure to leave a like and subscribe if you haven't already. Again, thank you so much for all the people who've joined and watched My Hero Academia videos recently, and let's just get this one going, y'all. Yeah, yeet. Oh shit! More of the parallels between All Might and Deku. I love looking back at the past and seeing the future. Look at this. Very lighthearted. Bitchu. New kicks? Whoa. Oh, froze. Who the fuck are you? Who the fuck are they? Okay. Hey, well, Army, let's go. Very interesting. Boy? Boy? Invisible Girl? Okay, let me just talk about that intro quickly before we get into the episode. Wow, I really didn't like that intro. Okay, I'm gonna give some thoughts on it. Let's just talk about what we saw in the intro. So, from what we can see, my guesses are that this is the next arc, which is a provincial license arc. All the students, geared up fighting, which is really interesting. We got to see shots of them all just, using their abilities and stuff like that. So that was really good to see. Some decent, pretty good animation of Deku. I don't know if those are actually from, direct scenes in action sequences going on later in the season, or they're just, made just for this trailer. Who knows? Maybe they copied and pasted some things. That being said, though, so that's probably those are probably some highlights for me. Maybe seeing some of the kids, definitely the parallels between Bakugo, All Might, between Bakugo and Deku and All Might. Those are really great to see, and seems they're gonna go more of a emotional, sentimental route this season, this arc. Bring down the tone a little bit. Things have been way too hype for them to maintain it and for it to carry out the same skin level of consistency and quality. So I'm guessing that's what they're gonna end up doing here. Yeah. So like that provincial arc is really. I'm probably have to watch it a couple more times, but the provincial arc is what that looks like it is. The last introduction video showed much more. It showed 2 arcs. It showed the All Might fight versus All for One, and it showed, the fight with Deku and Muscular, the summer camp arc. So I'm guessing from this trailer, we're only going to get 1 provincial arc that's going to last long. That's what it looks like. Also, something really cool and interesting was we saw Deku, previously. I don't know if that was just for the animation purposes, but my boy was, he was doing some nice hit movements over there. So that was really interesting. So I'm interested to see what that's going to entail. Yeah, but apart from that, if I'm being completely honest, I'm probably gonna have to listen to a couple more times. But off the first jump, that song didn't really jump out to me. Maybe they're going for a much different tone. Maybe it's supposed to resemble the tone and the pacing of what this next arc's gonna be. Maybe it's gonna be a little more subtle and laid back a little bit and more just kind of like and chill. That's sort of the impression that I got from this song choice. Also, it just was there wasn't very a lot of crazy things happening. So I think that's again entailing what's gonna happen this next arc. Yeah, but apart from that, it was just okay. There wasn't very many impressionable things for me, and the song was very just chill, somewhat basic, laid back, not very hype was what we're used to, but that's not necessarily a bad thing. Really, it just didn't really stand out to me, and I didn't like it off first listen, so I'm gonna have to give it a couple more listens, y'all. But what do you think about this brand new My Hero Academia opening? This is season 3, opening 5. Anyway, though, but that's gonna wrap it up for this video on the opening, y'all. When that was my reaction for y'all. What did you think? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section down below. As always, if you enjoyed this one, then be sure to leave a hot like and subscribe if you haven't already. With that being said, y'all, I will see y'all next time. Again, if you're interested in checking out my reaction to the My Hero Academia episode, then links in the description down below for all of that. Again, you can check out my full reaction, and then if you're watching this opening, then be sure to check out the reaction. And if you're watching the reaction, then be sure to check out the opening reaction. But yeah, that's pretty much that. Yeah, final thoughts. I mean, we'll see how it goes. Personally, that like I said again, opening 4 was my favorite by far. It was one that initially I didn't like because the animation I felt was out of sync or this and that. But over time, it just was such a great build up to the arcs. Great song selection, hype. My biggest gripe initially and still is the syncing with the animation. I don't know how did I'm gonna have to watch it again. But what do you guys think this one fared in terms of the syncing and stuff like that? And also, huge question, y'all. What are your thoughts on this brand new trailer? Let me know them in the comment section down below. What is this song in your order of your favorites? I'd love to hear your thoughts on your order of all the songs as well. From is it years to go? 5 is number 1, 5 is the last. What is in the between? I'd love to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Also, quickly, what are you most looking forward to in this upcoming season? What are you things you're predicting that you want to see? Anyway, though, with that being said, y'all, I'm gonna keep watching this episode. I'll see y'all next time, though. Peace.